my name is Rona and I'm the Youth Ending Violence Consultant at Battered Women's Support Services. And like I mentioned in my last video, this month is Youth Dating Violence Awareness Month. Also, on February 27th, it's Anti-Bullying Day, and this is important because gender violence is often mistakenly called bullying. So a very recent and relevant example is the case of Amanda Todd. And what happened to Amanda Todd was gender violence, but the mainstream media really focused on it as just being bullying. And there's a few reasons why we call what happened to Amanda Todd gender violence and not just bullying. And one of those reasons is that what happened to her was that she was exploited by a man who was trying to maintain power and control over her by saying if she didn't do what he wanted her to do, that he would send this topless photo of her to all of her friends. And so that's a tactic used in dating violence. And so when she said no to what he wanted her to do, he actually did end up sending these photos to all of her friends, and her peers at school, which ended up, leading to her being called gender-based insults. So, for example, the term slut is a gender-based insult used against girls and women. And so she experienced this type of name-calling because she's a girl. So what can we do to help end this type of violence against girls and women? There's several things that we can do. And the first thing is by, naming what is happening correctly. We can't talk about bullying without talking about gender violence, because that won't help end this type of violence from happening. Many girls, just like Amanda Todd, are experiencing this type of violence in schools. Another thing that we can do is, not being silent. So be an empowered bystander. We're in the position to end or to stop sexist and abusive behaviors when we're at school. Another thing that we can do is, we're in a position to support our peers. So if you know anyone who may be experiencing this type of violence, that you're there to support them and you're not being judgmental. And finally, I'd like you to join us on our Facebook and our Twitter at Youth Ending Violence so that we can talk about what we can do or other solutions for this type of violence online.